Hi, this is Chandra Prowell,
And Katie Lutes.
and we are with Edina Public Schools, and we are doing our very last screencast of Bobby Shaftoe. This is our final worksheet version. All right, so let's just get started with the worksheet. This is what it looks like at the top of your worksheet. It says find a rhythm you really like using TT and TAs. So you're going to have some coins. Go ahead and use those coins to put them wherever you want in the box. And once you've got that figured out and you know where you want them, maybe your rhythm goes T-T-ta, T-T-ta. Once you have the coins where you want them, what you're going to do is move the coins, get out your pencil, and draw in what was on your coin. So instead of having a coin, you'll have a ta. We're going to push pause now so that you can figure this out and write your own rhythm. All right, you had a chance to write your own rhythm. This is the one that Miss Lutz and I decided to do. It's T-T-ta, T-T-ta. And for those of you that are struggling with writing, this is what it looked like when I was writing it up on the screen. First I did my note head, then my stem and connected it, making sure that things are proportional, that the stems are a good size, that all the note heads are on the left side. When you're done writing, you've finished this whole thing, we're going to move on to the next step, which is to improvise on so, la, mi, and do bars of your xylophone with the rhythm that you wrote in the box above. So we have do is F, mi is A, C is so, and D is la. So what Ms. Lutz is doing right now is she's taking off
my eggs and bacon, my E's and B bars to help isolate those notes for myself.
So what does it look like, Ms. Lutz, when we are improvising?
When we improvise, we're going to take the rhythm that we came up with that we like so much, T-T-ta, T-T-ta, and we're going to play it a bunch of different ways on the bars to see if there's a particular way that we really like. And that's kind of what we're listening for, is to see, ooh, I really like the way that sounds. So I'm going to try some improvisation. Let's see. So that was A-A-C, A-A-F, or mi-mi-so, mi-mi-do. I kind of liked that. I think I might try something different though. I might try so-so-mi, so-so-do.
That's nice too.
But both times I used T-T-ta, T-T-ta.
The rhythm that was in this box right here was the rhythm we had to use.
So I'm going to keep improvising, and you can keep improvising too.
All right.
Have fun.
When you find something you really like and you have it memorized, you can push play again to find out the next step. All right, you had a chance to write things down. Here is step 3. Write your pitches in your treasure box with your rhythm. Now you've made...
actually, you weren't writing them down, you were improvising.
That's right.
Before. So now is the part where we want to write them down so you remember.
So could you please remind us what our pattern was?
It was the one we really liked when we were improvising, was that we memorized, was mi, mi, so, mi, mi, do.
Okay, so what we did is we wrote that down with the letters A, A, C, A, A, F, because those are the bars we played. But we also, for step 3, wrote down the me's, so's, and do's. We didn't have any laws.
And that's where you can check that picture on your worksheet that shows you and reminds you that a do is F and mi is A, so is C, and la is D. So that's where you can check for that on your worksheet to help you. And now you've made an ostinato.
Great job. All right. If you haven't done this yet or you want to check your answer, you can push pause. Otherwise, you can keep going. All right. You are now on your final step, which is to write the notes and the rhythm on the staff to record your ostinato composition. This is so that you can remember it if we do this, bring this out another day. So you've got your stuff up here that you composed. Now down in the bottom, we have to put this on the staff. Mi, if this is do on the bottom space, mi is in the middle space, so is on the top space, and la, remember, is the next door neighbor right upstairs. We didn't use a la though, so we are using all spaces. Remember, when you write your rhythm or your pitches, you always do the note head first, because the note head tells you what pitch it is, and then the stem tells you how long or short. So pay close attention to where you put your note head, then add your stems.
And then you have your ostinato and you can practice playing it or show it to your neighbor and make sure that it matches. Here's ours one more time.
And now that you have finished that, or when you finish that, you get to move on to the final composition, final project of putting it all together
with your whole class, and everyone can share, and you can do a sound story maybe, or just play your chord bordun and sing it. All kinds of fun options for Bobby Shaftoe.
So many possibilities. Well, we really enjoyed doing this with you, and we hope to see you again for another screencast.